Yo, what's good, people? It's that G-Town D, and I'm back on your screen with another one, man. Now listen, as you can see, my hair's already growing back. Alright, it's already growing back. So, we're about to start this process now, from bald to waves. I'm about to show you how to go from bald to waves right now. I'm about to show you, man. Now, it's been 2 weeks since I cut my hair off. In that 2 weeks, I haven't done anything, alright? I haven't done anything. I've only worn a do-rag if I've needed to film a video. So for my unboxing video, I wore a do-rag for that. Other than that, I haven't worn a do-rag. I've gone to sleep, gone to bed, no do-rag, none whatsoever. Alright, I haven't brushed my hair at all. Zero. No brushing whatsoever, okay? And as you can see, there's not a wave inside, alright? Now the reason why I waited 2 weeks, if I was to do this normally, I wouldn't have waited this long till my hair was this long before I started, right? But I wanted to make sure that you guys can see that even when my hair has grown to its curl length, I don't have waves. Look, I can do this as much as I want. I just don't have waves on my head no more. I don't have waves there. There's no waves, zero waves. So I'm about to show you guys exactly step by step how I'm gonna get my waves back, man. I'm gonna film everything I do, alright? So whether I brush, whether I don't brush or whatever, I'm gonna film it all and I'm gonna show you guys, alright? So make sure you stay tuned for that. I might stream stuff as well. If you guys want streams and stuff, let me know in the comments, alright? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, I'm gonna get straight into this video right now, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know? Let's go.
Black lives matter, so this one is for all my people. Look, said I'm blacker than black, and you know what, bro, I love it. I've been put down cause my skin is dark, but these days no one can tell me nothing.
Alright, so let's get straight into this video. I don't want this one to be too long. I'm just gonna show you how to kickstart the process. So make sure you smash the like button on this video and subscribe if you haven't already, man. I'm gonna show you how to go from bald to waves. Alright, I'm gonna show you right now. So, in the Wave 101 playlist, where I teach you guys how to get waves. If you haven't watched that already, card in the top right. Go check it out, alright? In the playlist, the first video in the playlist, I think it was the second video actually, I told you 10 steps for how to get waves, alright? 10 steps. The first step was to identify your hair texture, alright? Or essentially what we now know is your hair profile, alright? Now I already know what that is, okay? But I'm gonna tell you guys what that is for those of you who haven't watched the video. I'll do a quick one, alright? So your hair profile includes your hair texture, alright? Your hair texture is the strength of each strand of hair that you have. Mine is medium. Yours can either be fine or thick or coarse is what the other word is, alright? So those are 3 types. Mine is medium. My hair is not particularly thin, not particularly thick either, alright? Your hair porosity, alright? That's how well your hair absorbs moisture. Mine is medium, alright? Mine is medium. It can be low, medium or high. Your hair density, which is how much hair is packed on your head in one space, alright? You can see mine is not thick, but it's not thin either. It's medium. And then the last thing is your hair type, alright? Which is essentially your curl pattern, alright? Now this is another reason why I wanted to let my hair grow out past the curl pattern. So you guys can see I have 4C hair, alright? My hair is very small, tight curls. If I pull one of these out, you can see it a bit more clearly. And you can definitely see it in my beard. My hair is tight 4C hair. Figure out what your hair type is, alright? All of these things are gonna determine what you need to do later down the line, alright? So I know what my hair profile is, so we can move to the next step. The next step is to cut your hair low. I told you guys, the next step is to cut your hair low. How low can you, you know what I'm saying? Low. And I did that. I cut all my hair off, boom. You feel me? Now, I would normally recommend you go a little bit shorter than this. Right now my hair's probably like a 1. I would recommend you go a little bit lower than this if you have my haircut, or you can go to a 1 as well, that's fine. If you have my hair type, you can either go to a 1 or a 0.5, it's up to you. If you are changing your wave pattern, I'd suggest you go lower, go to a 0.5. But if you're new to this wave thing, 1 is fine. This length of hair is fine, which is why I wanted to get to this point, you feel me? Now if your hair is different, so if you have type 3 or medium hair, or if you have type 2 wavy hair, then you might not need to go as low as this. You won't need to go as low as this, but this is what we're doing, alright? So, the next step after you figure out what your hair type is to figure out what your wave and your crown pattern are going to be, alright? Now, these are very, very important. This is going to essentially, this step here is going to determine how good your waves are going to be going forward and how easy it's going to be to make them look good. If you don't do this step properly, you're going to be pissed, alright? So, First thing is to decide what wave pattern you want. The wave pattern you want needs to work well with your crown pattern. The first step is to decide what crown pattern you want, because the crown pattern is going to flow into your wave pattern. So the crown pattern is the most important. Now, the reason why you want to cut your hair low, another reason why you want to cut your hair low is not just because of the curl pattern and not just so your hair can grow and train into your waves, but also because when your hair is low, you're going to be able to easily identify the way that your hair grows. You'll be able to identify the way your hair naturally grows, which is going to mean that you're going to cut out a lot of hard work, alright? With my waves I had before, I was waving my hair in a way that my hair doesn't actually naturally grow, so I had to put in extra work to force it to go in a direction it doesn't naturally go in, alright? So I'm going to show you exactly how to figure out the way your hair naturally goes, and I'm going to show you how mine naturally grows as well, alright? So the first thing you have to do is identify where your crown is, alright? Some of you will have one, some of you will have two. Some of you will have a crown in the middle, in the sides. Just identify where your crown is, alright? Your crown is the place that your hair grows out from, alright? Primarily where your hair grows out from, alright? So I'm going to show you the back of my head. I hope you guys can see that clearly. So this is the back of my head, yeah. And I'm sure you guys can identify where my crown is. My crown is very strange, it's off center. My crown is around here. I'm not really sure if I can see it clearly I can't really see it clearly in my mirror, but my crown is around here, all right? You can see my hair swirls round from that crown area, all right? So my crown is here, all right? Now I have a cut in my head around here, so it looks as if I have another crown here because of that cut, but I actually don't. I think I might have a smaller one here, but my main crown is here, alright? So that is where I'm gonna focus my work from that crown. Now, because you can see that my hair swirls naturally, what makes sense is for me to have a swirl crown pattern, alright? Where it's gonna spin around and then come into the rest of my hair. Okay, so that's how you figure out your crown pattern, but that's how you figure out where your crown is and how you decide what the best crown pattern will be for you. For me, it's a swirl pattern, all right? Especially because of where my crown is placed, it makes sense for me to have a swirl. So now that I know that, it's time to decide what my wave pattern is. So I'm gonna take you back to the back of my head. So coming back to the back of my head, you guys can see my hair's gonna swirl around, all right? But at the same time, on the edges, see here it comes this way, then comes down a bit more. At the back, you can see it just comes down pretty normally. At this side, you can see it comes like this, and then kind of veers off a little bit. Veers off. And then at the front, at the front, at the moment it comes down. That's what it's been trained to do, come down, alright? So for my wave pattern, I'm gonna be going with a 540 hybrid, alright? Where it's gonna swirl and then come forward with a small slant, but not a major one, alright? Just a small one into the 360 pattern at the side, and then here is where I'm gonna have a 540. So this is gonna be straight down the side like this, alright? But you guys will see that later, I know what I'm doing. But basically, you just need to decide how you're gonna brush into your wave pattern, whether you're gonna have 360, 540, or 720, alright? And you need to decide what the flow is gonna be into that pattern from your crown. So we're gonna go back to it again. Alright, so I already told you I have a swirl that starts about here, and we can see the way it swirls. So I need to now figure out how to take that swirl and move that into the pattern that I've been talking about. So from here, we're gonna brush this across, and it's gonna come down here. This is gonna come across into this. On this side, it's gonna come across into that. It's gonna come up here. And then at the top, it's gonna take it around into the diagonal. Alright? Boom. And then we can just brush this the way we're supposed to brush it, alright? So essentially you wanna get your crown to flow into your wave pattern, right? That's what's gonna give you the ability to have good connections and to have a clean looking set of waves, man. Simple. Now the next step I told you guys was brush. Covered that already, how you're gonna do that, how you're gonna manage that step. And then after that, you're ready to go, man. You're ready to go, you're ready to get the work. You know what I'm saying? Get the brushing, get the moisturizing your hair, get the washing your hair, and keeping it healthy while you're brushing within your pattern for both your crown and your waves and your flow. Make sure you got all of that on deck. and you're good to go. So from today, I'm going to start the process. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna do a little washing style, kickstart the process, man. I'm gonna record that, I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. I'm gonna give you guys weekly updates of everything I did during the week that led up to the result at the end of the week. So let's go, man. From bald to waves 2020, I'm about to show you how it's done, man. It's that G-Towel D, wave to the world, and I'm out.
Oh yeah. It's that G-Towel D, cause you got my